They snatched up 200 of us. They brought us to the gym. They stripped us all down. They put us in cages in Newman. One dude was like, I'm not having that. You never seen him again. Now there's 199 of us. We all heard about Susan Baranowski being opening soon, the Max prison, all that talk. It was talks for years, like the Green Line.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, it was coming to like, yo, they open up, then they get us in these cages. Like, by the way, and you look around and you're like, damn. Not all these motherfuckers are STG. It can't be half these cats. I know this dude ain't even talked to nobody STG. And all of a sudden, they're like, by the way, we're reclassifying you guys to Dallas County House of Correction. I'm like, what's that? The name of the new fucking max? They're like, in Dallas, Texas. And I'm like, oh shit. So a year before, I'm in Cambridge. You read in the newspaper, and they grabbed 150 people, and they shipped them to Texas. Out of them 150 people, you took 100 vicious cases and 50 manslaughter cases.
Wow.
And shipped them out there. 2 years later, you're grabbing me now. But this time, you're not even shipping one out there. You're shipping all violent offenders, manslaughter, murder, mayhem. Those are the first 3 M's. And then it went down to like assault and battery, dangerous weapons. You're sending all the cats you don't want to Texas because everybody knows prison is big money.
Yeah.
Over here, we live in the Commonwealth. It's controlled by the Commonwealth, so they get $300 and something a day. But when you go to Texas, me and you can build a prison, and that's how it works. You get out there. If you don't know what BBC means, it's the Bob Barker Company. The Price is Right. He supplies your clothes throughout the prisons because it's the Price is Right for him. It's big money. A lot of people don't realize that. You get out there, they're housing dudes for $50 a day. How are you doing that? Bologna and cheese every day for lunch. You don't go outside.
Bare minimum.
One pair of socks, one pair of underwear.
No programs.
No, nothing. You're locked in the unit.
You go on a plane out there to Texas?
So that was the whole thing. Middle of the night, we get in these cages. Dude's already seen this dude get fucked up. You're like, yo, what are we gonna do? They literally shackle you, hog tie you, throw you. We was in the little shuttle buses. 12 people in an 8-man bus.
Damn.
Squeezing us in there in the middle of the night, in the rain, flying like escorts everywhere. From Concord to Logan Airport. We get to Logan Airport, they had a plane company called Kiwi that was shut down for 2 years. They started the plane. The way they loaded us on the plane, they backed the fucking van up. They put the belt down, and you went up into the plane, they sat you in a chair, and you was in Con Air. So now you're like, yo, what the fuck? This is, the day we left is the day Biggie Smalls got killed. You get to Texas, first thing on the shit is like, we're in Texas and they killed Biggie.
Wow.
This is crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you get there and we're in like, this is in March, so it's cold out. And we're in the Carhartt jackets, the state ones. We get there, it's like 1,000 degrees. They throw us on a rail school bus, like painted white, like straight up Texas shit.
Wow.
And dudes come on the planes with shotguns and all that, spitting like, yo, boys are gonna have a good time here. This and that. Anybody want to run? Let us know. And talking shit, and you're like, oh damn. So now everybody's over there, like, and now you got a bunch of serious cats. And the good thing again, what was me is some of my crew members that I was crew with.
Y'all went together.
We're there to go. Like I'm looking 5 rows down, like, oh shit, you're here too.
How did the Texas guys look at y'all? Was that ever a
So
thing?
when we got there, our whole plan was like, when we get there, we break this bitch up, and they're gonna have to send us back. What do? Right when we get there, they throw everybody packs of cigarettes. They just took cigarettes out of Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
And then every CO, maybe there was like 5 dudes and 40 women COs, and everybody's being nice to you, and they're uncuffing you, and the shit's like mad layback. You're like, yo, what's going on? That was the beginning. You know what I mean? You're like, hey, this is crazy. Then they get us into 30-man units. And now the Texas dudes are on some other shit. They look at you. They had New Mexico prisoners there because now they're taking prisoners from everywhere, like the feds, and they're filling these jails for money. So now they got us with 8 30-man units, this and that. But you're coming from Mass, you're a different cut. We different swag. We different.
Like even though it's separate a little bit in Mass, like racially.
Texas, there was none of that. It wasn't white. There wasn't black. There wasn't Crip. There wasn't red. There wasn't Nietas. There wasn't Kings. It was, you are a Mass boy now. Like, we don't give a fuck. We have to stick together regardless. And it felt good because that's the way I grew up. You know what I mean? And I was like, word, this is kind of dope, like all of us. That shit only worked for a few weeks, you know what I mean? Some cats getting hostile. They got 30 of us on the unit, only certain things going on, this and that. We wild out. We break the unit up. We tear shit down. They broke us up, put us in 8-man units. Now they can control 8 at a time. 24 hours, the lights are on. No milk. All for the whole 13 months I was there. You don't go outside. You go in a cage. There's no sun. The lights are on. The AC's on 24 hours. They mentally break you out there. You know what I mean? Every day, it doesn't matter what the fuck you think it's going to be, it's bologna and cheese for lunch every day.
Just know that.
You know what I mean? Some nights you get chili mac. It's supposed to be like American chop suey. There's like this much motor oil before you can get to any type of pasta or anything. So it was like you had to live off of either what you hustled there, or canteen was every day, but now a cup of soup's $2 they were getting you. You know what I mean?
Were you cutting here in Texas at all?
So that's what the little hustle went from. When I was in Concord, I needed a visit. I had to get a cut for a visit. No one would cut me. I started cutting myself with a razor. I watched dudes fuck my shit up. I went out there with a ringer thinking it was fresh. I get to Texas, now I'm doing the same thing, start cutting myself. The units across from us, you could see them, so we would yell through like the pods, or send, the Mexican tank was over there, and I was watching this little Mexican dude with just a blade going crazy. So I started picking his coat, and then before you know it, they were like, we need a barber for the unit. And I was like, I'll try that shit. And then that's when I started cutting and being like, oh shit, I'm getting paid here and there, this and that. And it was the movement that I liked. You know, all of a sudden I'm on every other floor. Now I'm moving around. And it was good, but that was like a start of something bad for me, because I'm the one with the movement now. And now I'm making moves. And I've been a hustler my whole life, from this to that, from selling stamps to making lollipops in there to cards, you name it.
And when you're moving stuff like that too, you get kind of put in a situation too, because people want things to go from this block to that block, and as a con, you're not supposed to be like, oh no, I don't want to get in
and you're
trouble.
not like, no,
you know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you do it regardless.
It's just it's
but
almost
then the
a fine
crew I
line,
was
too.
also messing with too, they were on some like, if we can get it from the street, we rocking. We started pushing heroin in Texas, and the thing what it was is, mass cats. Like, we could talk to COs, and we were smooth enough to win them over with anything. We had so much hustle. Like, you knew you had hustle, and you would do jobs. You would this and that. We started, like, working around certain things, and then we started coming up with the legal mail. And this was something early in the 90s in jail that a lot of cats were doing. Like, we went as far as getting fake papers made with stamps, legal mail, don't open it up, to where you're shaking it off, and now you got heroin.
Is this where the outside case comes in?
Years later.
From the Texas situation?
Nah,
okay.
But years later.
Okay.
So I should have had one in Texas. Now we rock, you know what I mean? Me and my mans. I'm with cats that were from other cities that at a young age, that's what they actually got down with. You know what I mean? I used to be like, what the fuck? So now I'm the money aspect. Now I'm getting mad soups. I'm cutting, but I'm also being able to move around. Because I had movement, because of the unit I was on too, that were like real laxy daisy. I remember one time we had a package sent to my unit, and the cop came and he shakes the package, and here comes the shit falling out. It wasn't done right. Wow. The dude scoops it up, takes off. Our whole unit suits up like, yo, they're gonna come for us. The dude never came back. The next day he never came back. Friday he never came back. This motherfucker, because another cat out there kind of told us like, you're dealing with a lot of Mexicans. There's cartel shit out here. This dude was probably like, I don't want this package to know where it came from. I'm done. He didn't even deliver the mail no more. You know what I mean? So we deaded it. It was done for a while. Right before I came back, it started again. It was like, yo, it's on and popping. So, you know, we're making money up there. It wasn't crazy. Dudes were just doing it to get by and shit like that. Once again, my father, being who he is, he knows the world. He ends up making a connection with somebody, and I was trying to get back, and you couldn't get back from Texas. Once you were there, you were there.
How'd you get back?
You would get lucky. So they shipped us out there on a plane, and then all of a sudden, 8 months later, they started taking 20 guys back at a time and bringing 20 guys. But they would now put you on a bus and drive you there, and then pick up 20 and leave it. So we were like, every time, and then you were heartbroken because they'd come, and you know that cops would all tell you they're coming to get some of y'all tonight. And then you see they come and only get certain people, and you're like, damn.
Hopes get up.
You know what I mean? And it was rough. Like, you make a phone call to your house, it's $30. It's from Texas.
That's
it's not
crazy, yeah.
So now your communication and this, that.
Damn. Never mind, forget a visit. Like, that's not happening.
And even that, like, we dudes had so much running there that you were even getting visits and all that from window visits from other people hooking you up.
Oh, I got you.
But you're not home. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're not healthy.
So
like,
how did you get back, man? What'd you?
So my father ended up used to hang. Like, my father built. I don't know if you know Kendall House of Pizza. That's like my family. He built Disfina.
Yeah, okay.
And Disfina used to be Third and Childs. And my father runs into my lawyer again, Cheryl, and telling the story. And they're over there having dinner with someone that's like some ill politician. And my father sits down and starts drinking some drinks with him and eating, and runs into the whole story and tells him about this and that. And he was like, wow, dude. Damn, so your son all the way out there? This and that. He's like, yeah. He was like, get me his car number and his name. I'll see if I can make a call. I was on the next bus back.
Wow.
You know
that must have felt good coming back.